My beautiful souls, I want to do a read on Jake's brother. Jake, Haro, Jake, Rebecca, and the child they murdered. Okay? So, his brother's name is Hector, Jaycob, Haro. I want to channel him, and I am going to use. This is not going to be a long read because I'm already picking up a lot. And it's interesting. The first thing I got was a crossing. Okay, he's no longer here in the physical, but he's here in the spirit. Okay. And maybe he can show me what I need to see. Okay. I'm going to. My room is a mess, you guys. I've been running around. I need a bigger house. Okay, somebody wants to buy me a bigger house. I'm gonna have to make one room into, hey JR, into a just my work room because this space is not big enough. Okay, but I'm gonna work with what I got right now. Okay. So he was born on February 5th of 1991 and he died on May 6th of 2021. This will be Jake's brother. Now, while Jake was in prison, his brother was residing with Rebecca. Okay. So I'm going to just ask a couple questions. I want to know if Manuel is his child. And I want to know if he was murdered. Okay. Which I'm feeling like there is a crossing. This is Jennifer Phillips readings. This read is on Hector, Jaycob Haro, born February 5th of 1991 and passed May 6th of 2021, and he died in Rebecca and Jake's home. Okay? Hey, you ring the bell. Storm, don't start. Get down. Get down. Storm, say hi. There he goes. Don't knock nothing down. Okay? You can lay up there and watch mommy. All right, let me ring this bell 3 times. More than 3 times, okay? Yes, he was 30 years old. Show me what I need to see. Hector. Okay, I do see him living at their home. I feel like what I'm seeing is, I don't know if there's any records of Hector, but Hector was a little bit different from Jake. Okay, what is he showing me here? Storm, behave. What happened to you, Hector? Now, I'm hearing 2 things. I'm hearing drugs, and I'm hearing... I don't know if his death was an overdose, or they said it was overdose. Does anybody know? Because I heard overdose, and I heard... I don't know why I heard overdose. And I'm hearing yes, he did live there. 30 years old. What happened to Hector? This is Jake's brother. Oh, shit. Okay, I was getting this Woo. Okay, so the first card was serial killer. Okay, so serial killer and somebody has a gun. Okay, so serial killer. I said, what happened to him? And the first card out was serial killer. Okay, this is not funny. So he was dealing with a serial killer. Okay, yes. So Jake and Rebecca are they're Hario, whatever. They're serial killers. Okay, they got bodies on them. Okay, and if you look in this card, somebody has a. Okay, so I think Jake was in prison when the brother died. I'm not sure if Jake was home and Rebecca was home. Let me get more on this clarification because somebody wanted Hector out of the way. Well, you see with a gun, they have their target focus on. When you see serial killer and they have the gun, they have a specific target. Okay. What's crossing the serial killer? Damn, this ain't funny, but they're saying serial killer. Serial killer means you have multiple bodies. Okay. Okay, aliens. So something foreign. Um, Now I don't know how many brothers Jake has. Um, but foreign. Okay, so we got alien, serial killer. Um, when I think of aliens, I think of something that's foreign to him. So something was foreign to him in this home. Okay. Now Jake could have three brothers. There could be three of them: Jake, Hector, and another brother. Okay. I feel like Hector was much younger than Jake. Um, I'm also getting like. Okay, so what he showed me, serial killer is a serial killer. Okay, his brother's a serial killer. Okay, so I don't know how long he's been killing. Okay, this is for entertainment purposes. Okay, show me what else I need to see as far as this alien card. Show me what else I need to see, Hector. Fraud. Okay, so they were into fraud, which this card came out before. Okay, so he's showing me they were into fraud. Something was foreign to him. What was foreign to you? Okay, so what I'm getting from Alien is like Hector was not like Jake. Okay, so Hector was different. Okay, and this is what I was getting before I even started to read. Which brother is a serial killer, Jake or Hector? Jake. Hector saying Jake is a serial killer, and I'm not. I'm trying not to laugh here. Okay, but the first card he had me throw out was serial killer. And then he had aliens. So what he's showing me is his brother is a killer. I don't know how long he's been killing. Okay, just saying this video is for entertainment purposes, but his brother is a killer. Okay, a serial killer. Okay, he has bodies. Remember? And then he's showing me alien, foreign. So this shows me, and this shows me three boys, right? So I don't know if Jake, Hector, and there's another brother. Okay, um, and they're looking at this object as foreign, right? But what this is showing to me is Hector was a little bit different than Jake. Okay, I'm kind of getting like not slower, but like I don't know if Jake was older than Hector because I feel like Jacob was older than Hector. So you know how you follow the big brother, but I don't feel like Hector was involved with killing. Okay, right? But I do feel like he was involved with fraud because this came out. Okay, this came out in another reading. Which brother is a serial killer? Jake is a serial killer because Hector's no longer here. Okay, so I need to know. Okay, so surrounding his death is lies. Okay, um, so I don't know what they said. I don't know if they said he overdosed. Because I'm getting something with overdose. Is there any records out there of how the brother died? Because he's saying there's lies. Okay, they lied. Lies. Um, I don't know if the brother was in jail, if he was out of jail, but there could be 3 boys, so it could be Jake, Hector, and another son. Okay, I'm just saying, another boy here. But I feel like Jake is older for some reason than Hector. And like, you know how you follow your brother? Yep, right here, male. So a male was involved with his death. Okay. Wow. Okay, so that's what he's showing me. Uh, so a male was involved with his death. Damn. So I will show you all the cards. Let's get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more card from this deck. Show me more, Hector. Show me more. A couple. So a couple was involved with his death. Okay. I already knew this was going to come out. So I don't know if Jake was in jail the time because Hector lived with Rebecca. So at some point, Jake got out. Okay. So far what I read, it was suicide. That's not what he's saying. He's saying serial killer. Okay. Ain't no suicide come out, and then I'm getting ready to pull from another deck. Ain't no suicide came out. So he's saying serial killer, and he said a couple did it, and there's lies surrounding his death. Let's pull one more card. But he is saying that there was fraud. So there was some kind of fraud, which I was pulling this energy before. So Jake and Hector were into some kind of fraud. Okay. Yes, he was into fraud. And when I pull this card, the fraud came out with Jake's energy, and it's also coming out with his brother's energy, Hector. So they were into some kind of fraud. Okay. And Rebecca knows that Hector didn't die of suicide. This is a man and a woman. And then there's also male energy here. Okay. Let me see. Give me 2 more clarification cards. So they both were involved in fraud. Okay. And they're brothers. Okay. 2 more clarification cards. Did he commit suicide? Hector, did you commit suicide? Nope, he didn't. He didn't. He wanted revenge. So his brother wanted revenge. I already got this. I don't you guys, I don't need the cards. Okay? But I use them as a tool. Okay? This is what I was picking up. I was already picking this up. Okay? Before I even started to read. When I was looking at his picture, I was already picking up his story. Okay? So the brother wanted revenge for his family. Okay? So I don't know if Hector was messing with Rebecca. No. Yes, Jake wanted revenge. Jake wanted revenge. He could have also used a knife. Okay? Shit. Okay? Because of his family. Now, this would be Jake, Rebecca, and a child. So I need to find out if the child is Jake's or if it's Hector's. Okay? Just saying, this video is for entertainment purposes. He slept with his girl. I believe so, you guys. Let's get one more clarification. Child. I told you guys this. I can't make this up if I wanted to, okay? So, Emmanuel could very well be Hector's child. Somebody said, did Hector do something to a child in the family? Well, I'm picking up on Hector's energy, and Hector's saying that he was killed because of revenge. His brother wanted revenge. And a child is in here twice. Okay? There's a child in the family card, and then there's a child that came out, and this is what I was picking up. And they were on drugs. Okay, they were on drugs. Okay, and he met his fate. His fate was death. Okay, that's the read. Okay, his fate was death. And they were drugs and poison. So I don't know if they poisoned him, but they obviously were all on drugs. Did Hector do something to a child in the family? It's saying this read is on Hector, but I don't know if Hector has a living child or Emmanuel is, because this came out for Emmanuel. So I believe Hector is Emmanuel's father, not Jake. Because the same card came out when I did the reading on Emmanuel, Haro. This card came out for Emmanuel. So my question is Hector the father of Emmanuel? And it's not Jake. Okay, it's not Jake. It's Hector's the father. Okay, because this card is the card that came out for Emmanuel. Okay, and the family card, right? The family was Jake, Rebecca, and Emmanuel. But Hector was living in the home family, and there's a child here. Okay, so a child card came out. So the child, Emmanuel, could be very much his brother's Hector's baby. Okay. Somebody said, did Hector do something to a child in the family? I don't know. We're going to get into that. What I'm getting is the brother killed him for revenge. Okay. Because he was messing with his family. Okay. Jake felt like Hector was messing with his family. So this would be Rebecca. Okay. And Jake in the family. Okay. And a child here, this same card that came out for Emmanuel. So this is showing me that Hector could be the father of Emmanuel. Okay. So maybe there was a rumor going on in the family that Hector could be the father of Emmanuel. Just saying. Okay. And Rebecca knows. The couple knows. There's lies surrounding his death. Okay. And Jake wanted revenge. They were into fraud. So Jake and Hector was into fraud. He's admitting that. Okay. He's on the other side. Hector's on the other side. He's admitting that they did drugs. But I don't know about this poison. So it says drugs and poison. So was he poisoned? Okay. Because obviously he was on drugs. Okay. Yes. Hector died in 2021. It is not possible. Did Hector do something? Hector died in 2001 is not possible. Did Hector do something to a child? No, I don't believe Hector did. I believe his brother, which he calls his brother Jake a serial killer. Okay, he's calling his brother a serial killer. I'm just saying. Okay. Just saying. The first card out was serial killer. Okay, so he's calling his brother a serial killer. Okay, now their relationship could have been like with this alien card, in the house. Knowing when I see the alien card, I think of like something that's foreign, something that like it's not familiar. Okay. So I believe baby Emmanuel could be very much Hector's child. Okay. And there's another male here. Hold on. This male is Hector. And then this will be Jake and Rebecca. He's the male. He's dead. He's not here. Okay. Let's get one more card for this read. And this child came out in my past reads as Emmanuel. So Emmanuel could actually be Hector's child, not Jake's child. Okay? And Jake wanted revenge on his own brother. Okay? I'm just saying. Hector died in 2021. It's not possible. What is not possible, Renee? Renee Marie. What is not possible? What is not possible? What is not possible? That Hector was murdered? What is not possible? That Hector was murdered? Because I was picking up murdered. Okay, I was picking up murder from the beginning. Okay, so they made his death look like a suicide, and his death was a cover-up. Okay? So they made his death look like he suicided himself, and it was actually a cover-up. Okay? So they got... So what I'm getting from this was revenge. Jake wanted revenge. Because I feel like this child could be Hector's child. Okay? Because Emmanuel's coming out of the read of Hector's reading. Okay? Why is the Emmanuel coming out as the child? Okay? And they covered up this death. So my question is, what did they use to kill him? Okay? Now, if it was a suicide, did they say he took pills? Okay? Did they say he took pills? Or they laced his drugs, or they gave him too much of a drug? Okay? Just saying. I was getting this energy before I started this read. Okay? I was looking at his picture and he was talking, okay? So his death was a cover up, you guys. Okay? So they need to reopen Hector's death. Okay? And somebody's wearing a mask. So Jake has two faces. One face he shows to the world, and one face he shows behind closed doors. Okay? And Hector has seen both sides of these faces. Okay? So there you go. Okay? So if a child card comes out of this deck, then that is definitely Hector's child. Emmanuel is definitely Hector's child. Hector died. Oh, he died in 2000, so it's not possible. Though that he's the father of the child. Is that what you're saying, Marie? Hector died in 2021. It's not possible that he's the father. Well, I would look to some child. Okay, maybe the girl child, or I don't know. Okay, but a child's here. So did Rebecca have a child to Hector too? I don't know. I believe her family would know. Okay, it was 4 years ago. I see what you're saying. So Emmanuel could be Hector's child, but Hector, God. But what he's showing me is he was drugged. He was on drugs, and he was poisoned. Okay, he didn't commit suicide. So my question is, this card came out for Emmanuel. So he knows Emmanuel, how Emmanuel died. And I feel like he was there when Emmanuel crossed over. Okay. But brother. Okay. And I was picking this energy up. Commit suicide, because if suicide came out of my deck, it would have if suicide came out of my deck, he committed suicide. But he's saying this is a cover up. Okay. So did he OD? Does anybody know if he overdosed? Okay. Yes, somebody says maybe it's another child. Yes, it could be another child. But this card did come out for Emmanuel. Okay. So he very much, even if they're on the other side, they know what happens on this side. Okay. They're very aware of what happens on this side. Okay. Um, so he knows. Okay. He's saying his death is a lie and Emmanuel's death is a lie. Okay. So I don't know. This is why I said I believe she had a child, a girl, and I believe that the girl was murdered. I really believe that. So I don't know if Hector had a child with her. Okay, he could have had a child with her. Okay, because she was having home births, so you won't know. Okay, show me what else I need to see, Hector. What else I need to see about Jake and Rebecca? Show me what I need to see about Jake and Rebecca. What else do I need to see about Jake and Rebecca? Coffin. So they put an end to his life. Okay, coffin, ending. 19. Theft is here. 24, 42. And imprisonment. 29. Okay, anything else, Hector? You guys seen how that flipped? He said they're false. They're false persons. So this will be the same energy of Jack and Rebecca. He said they're false. Number 8. Okay. And he died May 6th of 2021. So I don't know if she had a child. It was 4 years ago. So I don't know if she had a child to him and she had a home birth and the child is cross. But when I look at this card, it reminds me of Emmanuel because I pulled this out on him before. So maybe this is his way of just saying that he knows about the death and the murder of his nephew. Okay. And they could have had a child. Let me see if, did you guys have a child together, you and Rebecca? Hector. Okay, so great fortune is here. Great fortune, okay? So I asked about him and Rebecca, and he shows me great fortune, okay? About 19 calls to the police since 2000. Oh my God. 19 calls. So he's showing me great fortune. I don't know why he's showing me great fortune. And he showed me the marriage card, number 3. 26, 62, and number 3. Did you have a child with Rebecca? Did you have a child with Rebecca? Okay. I want to know if you had a child or relationship with Rebecca. Main female. Number 2. Give me a clarification. Despair. So he definitely was in despair. Great fortune. Why would Rebecca be great fortune? Despair. 32, 23, 2. So does a female know about his death? A main female. So there could be another female that knows about his death. He's also showing me despair. So he is showing me that he was in despair and he may have lost a job before he died. He could have had a dog, but he was definitely in despair, okay? Somebody says maybe it was another child. I'm not getting child card. It could be another child. But there could be another female here that knows more information. The community knows their secrets. Somebody in the community knows their secrets. 39. They're concerned, he's saying. 33. What else do you want me to know? Does Jesus love witches too, or does he punish them? Oh gosh. So somebody says there was 19 calls to the police since 2020. So he showed me a child. So he died in 2021. Remember this came out for a girl child that's deceased. So did she get rid of the baby because it was Hector's baby? Because I'm being shown Emmanuel and a girl child. And Emmanuel cannot be his child because Emmanuel was 7 months. But this girl child could very much be his child. Okay? So maybe this is a family rumor that Rebecca was pregnant to Hector. Yes, look. Behind that, courtship. So at some point, Hector was with Rebecca. Number 4. Okay? And then she was with the brother, Jake. Okay? Number 3. Okay? And he died in 2021. So he was seeing Hector while Jake was in jail. Okay? Rebecca was seeing Hector while Jake was in jail. So they could have had a child. If they did, this child was not living. Okay? And maybe she didn't want Jake finding out about it. Okay? I'm just saying. Okay? What's crossing the little girl child? What's crossing the little girl child? Hector, show me what I need to see. Flip these cards. What's crossing the little girl? Water. So he's saying she could be in water and jealousy. And he's showing me caregiver. So the caregiver would be the mother. And he's showing me secrets. So emotions could be here. I thought a card was, there's 2 cards sticking together. So dating. So he double confirmation that he was dating Rebecca at some point. Hector Haro was dating Jake's brother, was dating Rebecca at some point. Okay, double confirmation. You got courting and you got dating. Okay, at some point they were together. Okay, and this was when Jake was in prison. Okay, and he showed me that there was jealousy involved in this. Okay, and with the secrets and the child, he's showing me caregiver and water and emotions. He was emotional about this. Okay, because this was his child. Okay, the girl. Okay, I was picking this energy up. So the girl child that is not here could be Hector's child. Okay, and there's a water element towards this. So water is also womb. You come in the water. Okay, also emotions. Okay, also water is emotions. You come in the water, the womb. So this little girl came in at some point. Okay, she's no longer here. Now he died in 2021. So This baby could have been born in 2018. Look at this. 2018, this baby girl could have been born. Okay. And there's emotions running high here with this water energy. Okay. And there's secrets. And Rebecca did not want these secrets to come out because Jake would have been very jealous to find out that his brother was dating his wife. Okay. Just saying. Double confirmation that they were dating. Okay. He's saying they were dating. Okay. Jake's daughter with his ex is Jake's daughter with his ex. He tortured her, 10 weeks old baby, broken ribs. Oh my God, inhaled ribs, meaning the abuse went on for a while. Ooh, baby. You guys, when I tell you guys some people are not human, they are possessed. When you think of the exorcism or human possession, it's very real. Okay? People are possessed. Okay? Let me see if you can give me some information, Hector, on the little girl that was tortured. Can you give me some information on the little girl that was tortured? This is so sad. Hi, hey Sarah. Hi, how you guys doing? Hey everybody. Give me some information on the little girl that was tortured. This is so sad. Let me ring this bell. Oh, hold on. Let me turn these cards around. Let me turn the cards around and shuffle the deck really good. Hector, tell me what I need to know about the little girl that was tortured. All the ancestors that are on the other side with Emmanuel, show me what I need to see. The little girl that was tortured. Oh my gosh, it went to flip my whole deck. Okay, drugs and poison. So, give me another card. So, Rebecca is on drugs. What else do I need to know about the little girl that was tortured? Jake is on drugs and Rebecca's on drugs. Flip these cards. What else I need to know? Hold on, you guys. I'm splitting this deck. They keep showing me the woods. They keep showing me the woods, so I'm going to bring this card out. They keep showing me the woods. I don't know. What area? They're showing me this for a reason. I don't know why. But I have to pull it, okay? Thank you. I don't know why Hector's showing me. I asked him about the child that was abused, and he's showing me the woods. Hector's showing me a wooded area. I don't know why he's showing me this, but he's showing me this. So I had to pull this card. Because I shuffled the deck, it came to the bottom. I shuffled again, it came to the bottom. So there's a reason why he wants me to show this. I don't know. He's saying that drugs. So Jake and Rebecca are on drugs. Okay? I don't know if they snort, pop pills, but they're on drugs. Okay? What else I need to know about the little girl that was abused by, I think, Jake? And there's a child I feel like is murdered by Rebecca and Jake. Well, Jake was in jail. Rebecca. So she's giving home births. Okay. Oh, they flipped so many cards out. Let me shuffle. That was too many cards. Okay, something's on camera. Something's on camera about this little girl that was being abused, or somebody put a camera up, or something's on camera. Something could be on a phone, or something could be on a camera of some kind of abuse. Or somebody could record something of the little girl that was abused. I don't know. Okay, something could be on camera. I don't know. But he was basically saying that they were on drugs. Okay. Now this could be a white substance. This could be pills. This could be snorting. Hey, Loretta. And Hector showed me a wooded area. Okay, I don't know why he showed me a wooded area. Where is Emmanuel's body? Where's Emmanuel's body? All right, where's Emmanuel's body? I feel like I need to split this deck. He's saying love for Emmanuel. This is so sad. Yes, they are possessed. They are possessed. Okay? People that do the things they do are possessed. Okay? So, the first card he wants to show me is love for Emmanuel. Anything else where we can find Emmanuel's body? I have did many reads, Hector. And I seen dirt, and I seen some kind of plants over the body. It kind of looked like a garden. Okay, he's saying missing. So his body's missing. They're highly possessed to be doing this, yes. So he's saying missing. So where's the body, Hector? In this missing card, looks like on the envelope. Okay, so the missing card has an envelope, right? On the envelope, it looks like red. Okay, so there could be something, and then I see cement. Okay, cement. If you look at this card, there's an envelope. It looks like something red. So there's some kind of evidence, and there's cement. Okay, in the back of the card, there's cement. Okay, cement. Okay. He's saying he has love for Emmanuel. We need help finding Emmanuel, Hector. Help me find him. Help me find him. Where's his body at? Okay, imprisonment. So he knows they're in prison for this. Okay, where's their body at? Where's Emmanuel's body? So he's seeing everything that's going on right now. Let me split this deck. So he's saying he sees they're in prison. And he's happy. Because they murdered him too. Okay, if you guys see this, this card was in the middle of the deck, and they're saying that his body is in a neighborhood. And I got this before. Remember I told you his body was in a neighborhood? Emmanuel's body. This is what he's saying too. Hector's saying it's in the neighborhood. Okay. Um, he's saying they made it look like an accident. Okay, it wasn't an accident. Wow. He's showing his brother up as an assassin. Okay. First he say he is a serial killer, and the assassin card is here. Okay. Shit. So assassin and the married couple. Oh God. The couple, they made a vow. Rebecca and Jake made a vow. So they're both involved in his murder. But I need to find his body. I got neighborhood. Okay, I don't know who's running away. Somebody was running away. Who's running away? He keeps showing me outer space. I don't know why. Who's running away? So somebody was running away. Let me ask you guys a question. When they started that fire, was there somebody running from where the fire started? Does anybody know? Remember, the RV was set on fire. Did those people walk away or run away? Does anybody know? Did they start the fire and run, or did they start the fire and walk away? Okay? Because this person is running away. Okay? And it's crossing the neighborhood. Okay? Where's his body? So where's his body? Okay, I got mountains. Mountains. What else do I need to know? And there's an element of water here. And he showed me surveillance. So they did catch something on surveillance. They cleaned up. And he's buried. A burial. And there goes the wooded area again. And travel. And there's water by this wooded area. And Hector showed me mountains. But so I don't know if they moved his body. Let me see if I get, give me one more card. If I get fire card. So he could be by wooded area, but I was getting like, I was seeing flowers. But he's saying wooded area, and there's a wooded area, and there's like a stream. Somebody says they ran, and the 2 backpacks they had was found later. Oh wow. Oh shit. And they have a backpack. They have a backpack one. I need to find out who were the people that set that fire. I'm going to see if the fire card comes out, because if the fire card comes out, that shows me his body was set on fire. Yep. You guys, his body was set on fire. His body was set on fire. Okay. I have a call watching me. Hector's telling me, thank you, Hector. He's let me know that a cult is watching me. Which I already know that, but thank you, Hector. This is for me. Okay? This is for me. So I feel like whatever was in that RV was his body. They burnt his body, you guys. They burnt any evidence to do with Emmanuel. Okay? So I don't know if they found a body, but this is fire. Okay? Fire. Okay? This is too much. Okay? I got caught. I think he's telling me that a cult's watching me. I don't know if he's saying they're a member of a cult, but I'm hearing a cult is watching me. This is what I'm hearing. Now, who set this fire? Who set this fire? Because they're saying that it was homeless people. But who set this fire? Who set this fire? Okay. Let me breathe. Who set this fire? Now, if we get a family card. Okay, so they paid somebody to start this fire. 27, the person's age could have been 27. But they gave somebody money to start this fire. So there's a transaction here to start the fire. But who started it? I mean, it wasn't them. Because somebody said did they catch them? They ran in the 2 backpacks. Okay, so was it Rebecca and Jack that started the fire? Jack and his ex or current wife abused 2 kids, 10 months daughter and 2-year-old child named Jack Jr. Abused and adopted by their cousins. Damn. You guys, this too many twists and turns, and Jack and his ex or current wife abused 2 kids, 10-month daughter and 2-year-old child named Jack Jr. Abused and adopted by their cousins. Damn. This is crazy. Obviously these people are on drugs. Obviously they're possessed to do some shit like this. Oh my God. The daughter is now 7. She's disabled because of the injuries. Oh my gosh. So courtship came out. Courtship went to come out. So who started this fire? The judge and prosecutor need to be in prison. Somebody says the judge and prosecutor need to be in prison. Why does the judge and prosecutor need to be in prison? He didn't even get prison time. Wow, that's interesting. He didn't even get prison. So let me ask that question, but let me find out who started the fire and find out why Jack was getting let off so much. They didn't even get prison time. Okay, so there's 2 people standing here, a friend of the judge. So my question is, did Jack... I mean, they got some balls if Jack and Rebecca started that fire. Okay. But I don't think they was Jack and... I don't know. Let me get another clarification card. Because this energy feels younger. That started the fire. The person that could have started the fire... Oh God, there goes the child again. There goes the child again, 18. But there goes the child again. So, okay, so the persons that could have started this fire could have been 27 years old or 30 years old. Okay, it was a man and woman that started that fire. Okay. Oh my gosh. A bunch of child abusers. Yes, they were. And they paid somebody to start the fire. So whoever started this fire was 27 and 30 years old, or could have been 27. Could be 27, 30 years old. And the child is here. Somebody says, look like a male and a female. It was a male and a female. It was. There's a male and a female. It was a male and a female that started the fire. It looked like a male and female. It did not look like his mom and dad. Jack is 32 and Rebecca's 41. Yeah, whoever started this fire was much younger. They were 27 and 30 years old. Okay. Tell me more about these two individuals that started this fire. One could have been 27 and one could have been 27 years old and one could be 30 years old. It was a man and a woman, and they got a message. Okay, they got a message or a phone call, and they got money to do this. Okay. 7, 18, 30, and 27. Was it a family member, Hector? Was it a family member? Who started this fire? Because it wasn't Jack and Rebecca, because Rebecca's heavy and so is Jack. They're a little bit slimmer, okay? I want these cards to flip. Who started this fire? Flip these cards. Flip these cards. Damn. Coffin. Okay, so there was a man. It was a man. Coffin. They want to put an end to something. 1901. Okay. Was Jack in a gang? Okay, hold on, you guys. Okay, I'm trying to figure out who started the fire, and then we'll see if he was in a gang. Okay. So, okay, so they ran. The people that started the fire, and they got into a car. Okay, the journey's here, so they got into a car. Okay, they left in a car, but they ran from the scene, but they left in a car, and here's, oh, storm, and there's a main male here, and they got the message to do this. So does anybody know what day that fire was started? I'm getting 18, 19, 27, 30, and 7, and 17. 91991 was Jack in a gang. 91 or 91 or 19. This could be the age of the people that started the fire. I feel like the people that started the fire were much younger. So it could be, we can look at this ending. They wanted to put an end to something. And a coffin. So a coffin, you normally want, a coffin is you want to close something. You want to, the ending, okay? You want to put an end to something, okay? Normally the coffin is not a beginning card, it's an ending card. You want to end something, you want to close that coffin shut, okay? But they gave them money to do this. they got into a car at some point. They took a journey. Can I get any initials, or can I get who was it? And then somebody wants to know if Jack was in a gang. I don't know why I was getting Jack was into like human trafficking. Somebody's in bad health here. 13. 31. So I don't know who this is. Somebody's attending to somebody in bad health. So I don't know who this is. We know obviously baby Emmanuel was in bad health. And we got main mail, journey, money exchange. They wanted to put an end to something. What am I missing here? The child is here, so they wanted to put an end to this, to baby Emmanuel, a child. But it's interesting because it says child, okay? And the fire, okay? 9119. A message. So there could be something on the phone pertaining to this fire. These two young people could even go in front of a judge when they find out who these two people were. There's two documents here. Okay. Also, there's like a sealed letter, and then there's a phone. If you see that phone is off, like the phone is like they called them, so it's they probably have some kind of phone records or something on paper. And also here, there's also two documentation. So this was definitely two people that started this fire. I feel like this is younger energy though, you guys. Somebody says, was he in a gang? I don't know, but we can find that out. They could have got into a black car or a red car, a gray car, and there goes the luggage. I believe his body was put in a luggage, you guys. I said it. There goes that luggage again. Okay, I believe his body was placed in a luggage. When they removed his body from the home, it was placed in a luggage. There's also a box here, like a little box. Look at that. I didn't see that before. I didn't really look at this card, but there's a box here and there's luggage. And there's two people you can see. They're in the shadows. You can't see them. Okay, and you have a conductor. Okay, conducting this. Okay. So they obviously paid somebody off. Okay, somebody's not in good health. I don't know who this person is. Okay, somebody in the family, a grandfather. I don't know. Okay. I'm getting trafficking. I don't know if Jake was in a gang or not, because this trafficking card keeps coming out with this torn labor. So I'm throwing this card out. Okay. I got this energy with Jake before. So we're gonna pull on Jake's energy. Was Jake and we got female. Okay, so whoever started that fire, this could be a female, and this is a couple. So whoever started this fire is a couple. They're much younger than Jake and Rebecca. Okay, so 1, 2, 21, 27. They paid them to do this. Okay. 7, 17, 27. Let me sit down with the numbers. Okay. So this was a couple. I need to find out if this is family. So just give me a minute, you guys. And then we're going to find out if he was in the gang. So they burnt evidence of the child. They wanted to put a coffin. They wanted to end this Emmanuel searching, and they didn't want to go to jail, but they're in jail. Okay. They gave them some money, 27, 19, 91, 81, 18, 27, 72. This can even be latitude, longitude. I should have said it in the other, because this could be latitude or longitude where the body is. Well, his body was burnt. Number 2, 27, 12, 21. There's something on their phone as far as they made a phone call, okay? So whoever started this fire, there's some kind of, they called them. They made a phone call, okay? And there's something on a piece of paper, okay? There's something on somebody's phone, okay? And they traveled, they took a journey. So I feel like this could be family. This is much younger energy here. Number 10, this total labor came out for Jack's energy before. When I see this card, I think of trafficking, okay? Because you see somebody in total labor, and then you see other children fade away, okay? So I don't know if Jack was into illegal activity. I know he was into fraud, but I don't know if he was into trafficking, okay? Just saying. These two young people might go in front of the judge, okay? Somebody's not in good health here. This could be a grandfather or a father figure. We're going to find out if he's in a gang, but I want to find out if this is a family member, because it's not telling me who did it. It's just saying they're much younger, okay? Their energy's much younger. Let me pull from the other deck. Let me split this deck first, and then let's go back to the other deck. We know Emmanuel was a gift. Number 17. 71. I don't know. I feel like I need to keep going with this deck. Okay, courthouse. 32, 23, and it was a family member. Okay, 21, 12. 21 and 12 came out before, and it came out with, just give me a minute. So the persons that started this fire was a family member. This is a couple, though, a main male and a main female. Now the female, the male could be 21. Double confirmation 21. Family room. So this is a family member, and if you see in the family room, there's two pictures of two women hanging up. One is much older and one is much younger. Okay, so they started the fire. They were not homeless. So I don't know why people were saying they were homeless. Maybe they were hard up for money at the time, but they definitely weren't homeless. I don't know why people were saying they were homeless. This is family, La Familia, okay? Main female, main male, a couple, okay? And family room. So this is a family member that did this. Family member. Now this could be, the family member could look like this. I don't know. Brown hair, brown eyes, much younger. Okay. The female could look, they kind of look Hispanic. She could have brown hair, brown eyes, likes to wear red lipstick. The female, okay. She likes to dress, she likes to take care of herself. I don't know who this is. This is all I know is this somebody in the family. But what's interesting is on the family room card, there is a older woman and a younger female. Okay. So I don't know whose family member. This could be Jake's family member or Rebecca. All I know is it's a family member, And there's two pictures of two women. One looks older, one looks younger. So I don't know why this could be a sister. I don't know. Okay, I'm not feeling like this is a mother that did this, a grandmother. I mean, she could have been involved in this, but it's definitely younger energy. So this could be like a younger sister. Okay. Um, Now we need to find out. I don't know why I keep getting trafficking with Jake's energy. Um, I don't know why I'm getting it, you guys. Weird. All my readings I've done on Jake, Haro, there's trafficking vibes. I don't know why. And the cult card came out. But I feel like he was telling me about me, that the cult is watching me. Okay, so was he in a gang? Okay, so road, spouse, partner. Show me more about Jake and Rebecca. We know they were into fraud. Inside. So my question is inside. And we got beach. Somebody's turning their back on the beach. I just want to pull in Jake's energy because you guys want to know if Jake was in a gang. Now I have inside. Okay, so he's inside what? He's turning his back. The water here, the beach, the emotions. So he is turning his back on Rebecca. Okay. He's like, I'm turning, and the crazy thing is, in my past readings said that Rebecca would turn her back on Jake, but Jake talked first. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. Okay, so he's turning his back on Rebecca. He's like, you're on your own. Okay, and there's a lot of emotions here, but I don't feel like it's coming from him. Okay, it's coming from Rebecca. Okay. Road is not, this is not what he seen. I feel like maybe he thought he was going to get away with this. Inside, spouse and partner, that would be him and Rebecca and him. Like, I really believe they thought they were going to get away with this. Okay. I don't know why they thought they were going to get away with this. Okay. Inside, give me a clarification for inside. Dismemberment. Cover up. And this looks like a burnt body. Tell me more about Jake. And this was Jake's energy before. Remember I told you Jake had two faces? He was a narcissist, so was Rebecca. But shit, Jake, they both were worse than, I mean, they're both worse. I mean, both of them are bad, but damn. It's kind of like the Joker energy I'm getting. Okay, the Joker. You know the Joker? Okay. He thought because he got away with abusing the other kids. Yeah, I really believe they thought they were going to get away with this, you guys. Even with the road, maybe they had their things packed and they were about to haul ass. Like, for real. Okay. One of them are going to use the brother's death to get a light. Yes, I really believe it. And I hope the other child that I seen cross over the little girl, I hope that comes out too. And if it does, you guys can come back and revisit this video. I really believe they thought that they were going to get away with this, you guys. I don't know if they have family up north. But I don't know if they were planning to go up north somewhere or to Canada or planning to flee. Because that's what I'm picking up. I don't believe they were going to go to no beach. I believe they were going to go somewhere where it was cold. And Definitely wasn't going to be the United States. So I don't know if they were planning to go to Canada. Because it's cold here. I don't know. Okay. But he's turning his back, and Rebecca's full of emotions, and she's not happy. Okay. That's for sure. Now, somebody asked me if Jake was in a gang. With the cover up card is very interesting because if the caught card comes out, caught. I feel like that message was for me, but if it comes out, then maybe they're a part of a caught. I don't know. Cover up, debt, homicide, fire. This energy came out before, and burial, and dismemberment. This is the same energy coming out. So I don't know if Rebecca or Rebecca or Jake might commit suicide. One of them might commit suicide. This is a couple. They met their fate with justice. Just give me one more card on this. So I don't know if he was in debt to somebody or they were in debt. But somebody might commit suicide. This is for entertainment purposes. This is Jennifer Felix reading. Power supply is here. Okay. I don't know what this means. Power supply. Okay. Power supply. What was the case about? What's this case about in who? ABMC. This is about Jake. Well, Jake's brother Hector. But we're trying to see if Jake was in a gang. Emmanuel Haro, a 7-month who has been found yet, but his parents are being charged with murder. Yes. So this is what we're talking about. We're talking about the brother of Jake's, which would be Hector. They're showing me a power supply and debt. Power supply. I don't know if he was into selling drugs. Let's see if we get any more drug cards out. I don't know if he was a drug dealer. Or they were drug dealers. We know they were addicts. I'm seeing pills and snorting. Okay. Okay, fraud. So we know that he was into fraud. If he was in a gang, I don't know. But he was definitely into fraud, and Hector even said that they were into fraud. So Jake and Rebecca was into fraud. Okay. I don't know if he was in a gang. Power supply. Okay. I don't know why this is coming out. Okay, but I have to say it. Okay. Power supply, road, fraud. So Jake was definitely into fraud. Hector even said it. Okay, so you guys seen that? Somebody might commit suicide here. I don't know. Okay, the couple will be Rebecca and Jake. This body was buried at one point and was dismembered. And fire. If you look at the fire card and you look at dismembered, the body looks like it was on fire. Okay. There was a homicide. This came out before in the reading. And this will be baby Emmanuel's energy. Okay. I pray that he is buried and he's not burnt. Okay. I pray. It is showing me that they owe a debt. I don't know who they owe a debt to. Okay. But the justice system has failed Emmanuel. but they have justice is happening now. And Jack is walking away from Rebecca. Okay. I thought it was going to be Rebecca that turns on Jack first, but Jack turned on Rebecca first. Okay. That they're the couple, and he's turning his back on Rebecca, and there's a lot of emotions here with Rebecca. So she's going to be talking like a canary. Trust me when I tell you. Okay. And there's some kind of debt owed. I don't know. Who's this debt owed to? Maybe you can tell me. I don't know. There's debt. Debt. There's a debt. Well, debt could be they killed Emmanuel. Okay. They killed another child. They murdered their brother. So there's a debt on the spiritual. Okay. Spiritual and physical. Okay. That's what the debt could be. I don't know what power supply means. Maybe somebody can pick up what that means. I don't know. Okay. This is definitely a cover up. Okay. I don't know if he was in a gang. I'm getting a lot of like with the cover up card, black and white. I don't know if he was in a gang. Okay. I know that I keep getting trafficking vibes from him, and I don't know why I'm getting them. Okay. Maybe it won't make sense now. Maybe it might make sense in the future. I don't know. But justice is being served out here. Because of this debt, there's power supply. There's a homicide of the baby. There was a fire that was started. This body looks dismembered and burnt. And burial. So I'm praying that they do find him in ground, you guys, because that's where I seen him in buried with flowers, like a flower bed type thing. But they checked the property. We got inside. Okay, so I don't know. Was he a informant? I don't know. Okay, I don't know if Jake was a informant for the justice system. Some people that go to jail, they have them as informants. I don't know. But they owed a debt. Okay, he definitely wasn't a fraud. I don't know. Let's pull one more card on this. If we get let's see. A debt. The debt is they murdered these people, the justice system. So I don't know how he got away with all these crimes. Somebody might commit suicide for entertainment purposes. Okay, I don't want to stay on this energy long. Power supplies here. Okay. The caregivers were involved in this. That would be the mom and dad. And they had a codependency relationship. If we get drugs or poison, he was a drug dealer. But I don't know why I'm getting human trafficking vibes. With that toil and labor. Weird. Toil and labor. Okay, female. So I wonder if he was having a relationship with another female. Jake. Maybe this will come out. I don't know. So we got female. She looks like she's Latin. One more card. And she looks prettier than Rebecca. Missing. And jealousy. And secret. And here you go. We got organized crime. So I don't know what the hell he was in or she was in, but definitely I know for fraud. The water elements here, emotions, bringing life into this world. This is crazy. Okay. Water is the element of life. We come in water, we leave in water. Okay. And family. I don't know if he was on organized crime. I don't know. Okay, but it's saying organized crime, it's saying fraud, and debt could be the debt of the murder of Hector, Emmanuel, and this little girl that I see. And he could have been having an affair with another girl. Okay, just saying. Okay, all right, you guys. This is what I got. This is Jennifer Felix. Thank you guys. This was a long one, a long read on Hector, Jaycob, Haro. That is Jake's brother. Okay, Jake's brother, and that would be Rebecca's brother-in-law. Um, he is talking from the other side. He's saying that his death was not his death was a cover up. Okay, so they said that he suicided himself or something, but that's not what he's saying. Okay, he keeps showing me a power supply. I don't know why he's showing me this, and water. Okay, and organized crime. So I don't know. I know that it's a fraud. And Hector admits that even he was into fraud. Okay, he's crossed over. He has nothing to lose. Okay. All right, this is what I got, you guys. This is Jennifer Felix. Thank you guys for joining me. This was a very long read. I'm trying not to make my reads long, but they just become long for some reason. Emmanuel, the body's near a power plant. I don't know, but he keeps showing me a power plant, so I don't know. So thank you guys. I don't know why he's showing me a power plant, okay? But he's definitely shown me a power lines. I don't know what this means, okay? All right. All right. Thank you guys so much. It's Jennifer Felix readings. Thank you guys. I've channeled Hector Jaycob Haro. He was born on February 5th of 1991 and he died May 6th of 2021. They're saying his death was, this is Jake's brother, his death was a suicide, but that's not what he's saying. He's saying that he was, there was drugs, he was into fraud. Hector is saying this. Hector's crossed over, okay? And he's saying that his death is a cover-up, okay? So maybe this will come out, and maybe Rebecca will spill the beans, okay? Because she's very emotional right now. And Jake has turned her back. He has turned his back on Rebecca. Okay, so to get a lesser sentence. Okay, all right, you guys. All right, thank you guys. Bye. This is Jennifer Felix Readings. Hit that like button. Subscribe to my channel, and God rest this beautiful soul, Hector's soul, and baby Emmanuel soul. Okay, you guys. All right. Bye.